Welcome back to the channel, guys. Time for another volume review of The Boxer. Welcome once again. It's going to be on volume 7 of The Boxer. This is through Easy Press, which was sent to me a free copy to review for you guys. This volume 7, gosh, it was intense. In fact, I think from all the other volumes, it's the one volume that really stays into one story, or at least the two characters, the two boxers, and they stick to it. They start and they end basically in the same day because there's a lot of like background story that they add to it. So yeah, we still are having you fight one of the um, San Santorino's brothers. So that his name is Fabrizio. So, anyways, that's the fight that basically it starts with. It ends essentially with it, and we have quite a fight for sure. So last we left off, it was pretty intense, but we'll get to it in just a moment. But before anything, if you haven't done so by now, check out Easy Press, great company. Thank you again for sending this copy. You guys can check it out on online. They have a lot of manhwas and webtoons made into physical copies. So check them out. They're doing a great job over there. Also, if you haven't done so by now, subscribe to my channel as well, and follow me on social media in the description below, and really just watch videos. Like, that helps tremendously. Thank you for all the new viewers. I knew there's a lot of new people. I am throwing different stuff here and there, trying my best to keep on schedule, but has not been the best the past month or so. So hopefully we get a groove of recording stuff, because that's really the biggest issue right now, is not having time to record. So okay, so you fell, I wouldn't say in love, but was very infatuated with Carmen, his assistant, and Carmen was assaulted in the last volume. So Coach K removed her from his side, and now he is basically torturing you. That's the best way I can say it. He's brainwashing him to believe that the only way out is to destroy the Santorino brother in the ring, and they go beyond, and he basically dopes him to make him stronger. The reason he does that is because he also lies to him and says that the Santorino brother dopes. Now he does dope, but not always. And the reason I say that there is some lies with it is because the biggest lie is that Carmen was not jumped by the Santorino brothers. We get a lot of the story basically in the beginning, and um, we we realize that really the two guys is Mr. K and his assistant that are really pulling the strings. They're making sure that Carmen is hurt, and that it was basically, or it looks like it was a Santorino brother. So because of that, you brings out this beast out of him. Now, after that, the Santorino brother just tries his very best to keep on going. We do find out that the referee is also bought by Coach K. So Coach K is pulling all the cheat codes. But anyways, he is trying his best to survive in the ring. And when he is giving up hope, we find out of his mother. And his mother is not doing so well. She is, in fact, someone who I feel like I feel Coach K is targeting her. We don't get a lot of what happens after that. Well, we do at the end, but that kind of just put aside, and we get this whole flashback of the Santorino brothers as young boys. So essentially, their background story in a nutshell. I don't want to put too much because I really want you guys to read this one, but they fall into hands of crime real quickly. They start mugging people and stealing from people left and right, mainly because they're just trying to make ends meet. And the biggest issue is that their mom has a mental disability. They make it seem like it's a mental disability. I really don't know if it is. She's just very gullible. She does everything possible as well. They don't really show it, but we we can put one and one together that she basically um, gives up her body for another month of rent or the electricity bill paid or whatever. So she herself is also putting all her cards in the table for her kids. So it is an interesting story in that portion, I guess. Very sad, in fact, and yeah, I almost feel bad for them in that sense that they're just trying to survive and they end up doing these things. Well, through those things, they end up meeting this old man who is just an old drunk, and he promises them that he can teach them boxing. These kids overheard about boxing, and now they want to really learn. And he starts training them. He starts training both of them, um, and they grew up to be pretty good boxers. Um, and the first thing they do is that they go look for their scumbag of a dad and they beat him up and they we really don't know what happens to him actually. They tell their kind of mafia members who take care of them, not really sure if they kill him or not, but that's kind of what it seems like. Um, then essentially we get a little bit like happy moment, like they're finally building a family, even though it's through lies and through all this other stuff. Um, and the guy dies. Their old coach dies. So they all end up basically just pure into training, and we see again the fight. The fight starts again. The mom again. It looks like she is like poisoned or something by uh, Coach K, and she ends up in the hospital. We don't know much about her, but she she is essentially fighting for her life as well. And then we see, gosh, look at this one. Santorino is he's in round 12. He's a mess. Yu's not letting him throw the towel. Well, they're not letting him his brother throw the towel. They're not letting Santorino getting completely locked out. Like he's being very careful to keep him alive, but also like keep him where he can stand. And it's basically like he slowly is just getting rid of him. And everyone at some point they're like this is bad, and he is just like the Sensorino brother again because of his background story that we learn that he learns to push through, learns to survive. He still keeps upstanding and tries to fight back as much as possible. Um, and then at the very end of the volume, we see a savior stop the fight, and that's in a nutshell Volume 7. Volume 8 is going to continue this fight, I think. If not, if he doesn't, is not able to end the fight there, he's going to jump in and fight against you in the boxing ring, which is pretty amazing, pretty weird also. And Yu's drugged up. He's doped in, so he is um, stronger than what that than when he used to be. So um, he's a threat. I'm wondering what's gonna happen in Volume 8. Go check it out. It is by Easy Press, so go check them out as well. Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you haven't done so by now, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.